I think the directive will have a great impact on collective bargaining because it's basically the first ever EU piece of legislation with the explicit objective of strengthening collective bargaining. And it does so in two different ways. On the one hand, it defines certain procedures and rights to be strengthened, like protection of trade union representatives. But then it also defines a certain threshold, in particular the one of 80%, where countries have to make an action plan to increase collective bargaining coverage. And I think that will have a very important impact because currently only 8 EU member states fulfill this threshold. So in 19 member states, we will see action that needs to be taken in terms of an action plan. And there, I think it's not obligatory or it's not prescribed what should go in there. It's up to the member states, but it needs to be done in cooperation and consultation with trade unions and employers associations. And I think in that respect, the action plans will have or can have an important impact in strengthening bargaining, in particular because 80% we can only achieve through sectoral bargaining. So the directive is an explicit call to strengthen sectoral bargaining, and the directive or the countries that have a high coverage also show that 80% are only possible to achieve with strong state support in different kinds of ways. And I think in that respect the directive can have an important impact, but now it depends on the national implementation. And that's why we are only halfway there with the adoption of the directive. Now it's about an effective and in particular an ambitious transposition of the directive. And that needs to happen at national level, but the directive strengthens all those actors, political actors like trade unions, but also other civil society actors, which have the objective of strengthening collective bargaining and adequate minimum wages. And in that respect, I think the directive helps us a lot.